Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Listen, it's a good thing I was not singing today, which is a rarity because I just realized my mic has been unmuted the entire time. Anyway, hello. Welcome in. Lucy, hi. Joey, AE, Rachel, Momo, Shayla, Ariel, Candia. Hello, hello. Sundog, hi. Anthony, hello. How's everyone doing? Oh, I guess I could move over to the game. Imagine if I did that. Wow, no face today. It's cold where I live, okay? It's cold. The weather's a lot. I went for a walk outside and it was cold and wet and I just wanted to not have to look normal. That's pretty much why there's no camera. Lavender Sheep, hello. Catherine, hi. Stacy, the singing would have been beautiful. I assure you it would not have been because it's just, yeah, I assure you it would not have been. Stacy, hello. Yeah, I hope everyone is staying safe and such. If you are dealing with the winter weather stuff, you know, take care of yourselves, all that kind of stuff. I am going to be decorating today. Finally, we're going to be starting in Wishblossom Mountains. I think I want to do one of the snowy areas, but I'm not 100% sure yet. Luckily, we have a little bit of time to decide while I go and check the Scrooge shops. Truly Sweet Acorn, hello. Thank you for lurking. I hope your classwork goes well. It's snowing outside, so you're staying in and playing. Yeah, we don't have like snow where I am, but we had one of those, like, we had the freezing rain kind of thing where all of the tree branches are now encased in ice. It's actually quite beautiful, to be honest. Like, I did enjoy my walk. It's just, it was also still kind of raining and yeah, not like ice rain currently, but it was cold and wet outside, but pretty. So pros and cons, pros and cons. Do I think Wishblossom Ranch is worth it because you're not sure if you should buy it yet? Wishblossom Ranch, I think, what's the best part of the DLC for me? Okay. It depends on what you like in Dreamlight Valley, like what your favorite kind of stuff is. If you're somebody who spends money on the premium shop at all, I think you're gonna get more value out of buying the DLC than you would buying Moonstones. So in that regard, I would say yes, worth it. Yana, thank you so much for being a member for 33 months. Oh my goodness, thank you. Can't believe it's been 33 months already. Love you too. Thank you so much for being here and for being a member. That's such a long time. That actually makes me feel old, but thank you. Back to Wishblossom Ranch. Yeah, if you spend any money in the premium shop, I think your money is probably going to get you more bang for your buck in a DLC. If you are somebody who likes a strong storyline, I feel like Wishblossom Ranch to me has the weakest story of the DLCs, so I would look elsewhere. If you're somebody who values a lot of utility, like mechanics that are going to make your gameplay easier, I feel like Rift in Time is probably the way to go. If you really like the map aesthetics, I feel like that's very subjective, like what type of map you prefer. I do find the map in Wishblossom Ranch to be quite pretty. The build kits are kind of fun, but I think the standout feature from Wishblossom Ranch is the mounts, because they are pretty creative of a feature and they're pretty usable beyond the DLC. Do I personally use them? Well, no, but I could see someone using them long term. So if you really want horses, I say go for it. If you like the build kits and the map, I say go for it. Obviously the characters are good characters, but I don't think it's the strongest DLC, but I think it's better than spending your money on Moonstones. Lucy, thank you for being a member for 22 months. Lots of double numbers today. You always forget about these. Yeah. If anyone's a member, when you, like, a month has passed, you can send a little special message being like, I've been a member for X amount of months. It's pretty fun, pretty cute. Nicole, hello, how's it going? You already have the first two, so you just needed to hear if it was good, really. Yeah, it's okay. I don't like it as much as I like the other two, I don't think, but I think it's good still. Do I have this? I do. Okay. Oh, a basketball hoop.
Oh, greetings, neighbor.
Did anyone have any, like, one of these on the back of their door when they were growing up? I feel like for a little while I had one.
Hope you have a bull market day.
But it was when I was really, really little and I shared a room with my brother. You use the mounts to water your floating island pumpkin farm. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I've heard it's really fast to water farms. I feel like a lot of things are a little bit more time consuming on the mount. The thing that makes the mount useful is the fact that you can move around the map faster, and it's nice to have a permaglide without having to eat and not have to remove yourself to do certain tasks, I think. Do I have the graphics different? I feel like we're a little jumpy. No. All right, well.
Wow.
Okay, so I need to figure out where I'm wanting to decorate. I think I want to do one of the snowy areas. I am planning on having the majority of our wintry things here. I'm going to pick this up. I already moved the Anna and Kristoff castle. I think first step is going to be cleaning up. Yes, yes, yes. So I'll go ahead and use this vacuum, pick up all of this. Where am I right now? Silver Summit. I think I'm going to be in one of these two areas decorating. Let's go to the other one and clean that up too. Okay. Has anyone else started decorating in the Wishblossom Mountains yet? I kind of like, I'm looking forward to decorating. I think the thing that's been the biggest holdup for me is the resource grind. I haven't been feeling overly excited about grinding resources for Wishblossom Ranch. We have these, right? I don't want to get rid of something that we don't have. And I feel like the build kits take a lot of resources. So that's why I kind of want to do one of these areas where I'm not necessarily going to use a whole bunch of build kit stuff from this. Yeah, that's that. Okay. And that looks like that potentially. Yes. Okay, perfect. You've done a couple areas. You've plopped things down and decorated one area. Yeah, this is going to be our first one, which is exciting. Okay, get rid of all of you. I do feel a particular kind of joy when I start bulldozing things in a new map. It's like, the time has come to start actually making it my own now. And I think that this is the first time I'm actually ridding the area of the built-in trees and stuff. The Lodge Dream Snap theme inspired you to do the Silver Summit, but nothing else. Ah. Yes. I think, Sven, you can get rid of these. I certainly hope so. The Lodge Dream Snap was kind of cute. Cute idea. I still shake my head a little bit when I think about the ski lift item, though. Like, what was that? I also still haven't purchased anything from the premium shop for this week. I know we talked about it a bit on Wednesday, but did anyone decide to get anything from the premium shop this week? I feel like the dress is kind of cute, but I don't know if it's Moonstone cute. And the, I keep wanting to say parachute. That's not what it is. The hot air balloon is, I guess, fun, but I don't know that, I don't know. It's kind of similar to the up balloons but I think the up balloons are more fun. Oh, a beard. Cute. Nothing for you. Total pass this week for you. Yeah. I also did not buy the ski lift, Shayla. I was like, it's not connected to anything. What are we lifting to? Make it make sense. The bench should be hanging on the side so it could theoretically rotate back around. I don't know much about a ski lift, but I know it's not like, I don't know. It looked like it should have been, I don't know. The point of a ski lift is to take you to someplace, right? Like the top of the place that you're gonna ski down, right? Or potentially back down to the bottom of the place that you were potentially going to ski from, but then you got too scared, so you want to go back down the mountain without skiing there. Like, I feel like the way it looked like it was meant to be a little gravity drop ride or something, or like a little bench swing. It wasn't connected to anything, and it didn't look like it could be connected to anything. Okay. Area cleared. First things first, I think I need to, well, that was the first thing. The next thing I think I need to do, oh, girl, do not do this to me. Do not do this to me. Okay, you know what? Let me exit out and save real quick. Where's my sound? I'm sorry, what? The game sound is showing up or happening for you. It's not happening for me. I need answers is what I need. Give me 1 second. I swear the technical difficulties of this stream have been absolutely and totally. If you hear a couple beeps, it's me fiddling around with my headphones. Don't worry about it. It's been incredibly unfortunate. Okay. All right, we're back. I need to figure out what buildings I'm going to use. That's what I'm doing. It did look like a gravity drop ride. I am glad you agree. Okay, these flowers are spawning pretty quickly. Didn't get anything this week, still recovering, and the shop this week is not your vibe. Yeah, it's not my favorite. I wonder when we're getting the next update. Do we think it's going to be next week? The week after? Okay, I already know I want to use Anna and Kristoff's castle somewhere around here. Which I have. What other things am I thinking of? Snow White's cottage somewhere else. Frosty Fortress. I'm gonna just plop a bunch out at the moment and then see what we're working with afterwards. Do I want to do a Christmas area? Do I want to decorate a Christmas area in January? I think the answer is a little bit no, not right now. But I do kind of want the stuff out in the place. Let me grab this for now. Buying it out of excitement and instantly regretting it upon placing it. I'm so sorry, Anthony. That definitely happens to the best of us. Remember how I bought the Kristoff outfit? I forget it exists regularly. It never sees the light of day for me, and it probably never will. What else never sees the light of day? Oh, I had it and then I lost it. What never sees the light of day? Oh, the Kevin outfit. The Kevin outfit is truly a thing that exists. What else? I don't know. I'm sure there are plenty of things. This, I think I'm gonna put somewhere else. Because even though it kind of feels wintry, I think I decided I kind of want to put this in the Glittering Dunes. Okay. I need to temporarily travel to Eternity Isle to see. Because if it's not going in Eternity Isle, it has to go here. Wait, you were refused a refund. That does not surprise me. At first, I thought you said you were issued a refund for it. That I found incredibly surprising. Props for asking, though. Did I have the Star Path house? I did. Yeah, we got it on Wednesday. I'm so excited about it. I love the parks very much. This is not the best biome to show off how beautiful it is, but I love this building. It makes me feel like I'm walking right down the middle of Main Street, USA, the heart of America, the heartbeat of a holiday. And I love that. Renee Silver, thank you so much for the follow. Okay. We place that this. Yeah. You know, in a way, in the sense that I feel like it's actually not that bad here. Of course, the rocks here are different. Why do I have that there? I think once upon a time I was planning out my. Okay, let me leave. I was planning out my Eternity Isle, assuming I would get around to decorating it again, and I just never did. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the gifted subs over on Twitch, Anthony. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, subs are discounted right now. And they probably will be every day that I stream this week. So if you've been looking to subscribe over on the Twitch, feel free. Get them while they're cheaper. Or use your Amazon Prime to get it for free. Because honestly, less is best when it comes to spending money. You feel behind in your game always? Wait, in Dreamlight Valley? I feel like there's no such thing. I am a firm believer in no such thing as behind, because you can take everything at your own pace. And for the most part, although this was not the case with the Cinderella update and the Skull Rock update, but for pretty much every other thing, you can experience the update content when at pretty much any stage of the game. So I feel like there's no rush to, I don't know, complete everything. Wait, where's... Oh, there it is. Got you again, love a bargain. We love a bargain over here. We really do. I was just reminded that I still have them. I don't know if this is a common thing that happens on Twitch because I'm still pretty new over here. I just keep getting notifications being like, hey, you still have discount hours you can give where your subscription cost is discounted, and I'm like, well, I might as well do it. So here we are. What if I put this here? The rock color is going to annoy me. I think I hate it. I understand we're not decorating here in Eternity Isle today. I just need to figure out if I'm putting this building here. Maybe I just don't... You have so many quests to do. I get it. That was me pretty recently, to be fair. Hi, kitty. Hello, hello. Playing in the snow. Listen. Too cold. Snow is beautiful to look at from afar. I don't want to be in it, though. That's just my personal opinion. You mind scooting a little bit, Merlin, so I can pick this up? Ah, nothing. Okay. Let me pop back over to... You know where I should go? I should go to Delverdale and decide what I'm putting here, because this is also a partially snowy area, and it kind of feels... The word I'm thinking of doesn't actually make any sense, but I'll say it anyway. It's the place equivalent of statuesque. It's like fancy. It's like elevated. It feels luxurious. It feels exclusive. I'm putting something up here. I just... how do we we feel about this house? It's been a couple weeks or a few weeks since it was in the premium shop. I'm curious, how does everyone feel about this? Do we like it or do we not? I am still to this day torn. I think what I don't like about it is the rock on the bottom. I kind of wish that was just a platform that blended into the color of the biome. Something about it just feels a little odd to me. I might use that up there. Okay. Anyway, I'm not using it in the other area, and that's the main thing I needed to decide for decorating. You haven't decorated Wishblossom Ranch at all yet? Yeah, I feel like this is kind of a long time since release for me to finally be starting. I don't know that that sentence made sense, but I feel like y'all probably got what I was trying to say. It's been snowing for you since Friday and hasn't slowed down. Oof.
Could use a few more sleds around here.
Haven't unlocked the Inside Out characters yet. They just don't excite you like other characters. That's very fair. Okay. I think there's a world in which we have most, if not all, of these things in these little spots. Oh, we have 3 tiny spots. I'm stuck. There we go. Okay. In that case, I'm not sure if that world does exist. We could have the castles kind of together. Let me grab out those Arendelle walls. My brain really wanted to say Icewind Dale. Okay. I don't know if I like these up here. I might play around with these down in the main area. You don't like that house? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure about the house. Okay. You go. This area maybe. Do I want to go through a Christmas town first into like Castle-y? I guess it actually depends on what fits where. That might make sense though. We could maybe put this little castle in this area by itself. Oh, there was one other building that I didn't pull out. It's the one from the premium shop, Star Path. It looks like the Star Path from last year, but oh, I also have this one technically. Although I don't think I'm going to use that. This fairy winter cottage. Where does this live then? Getting myself around here is truly becoming the bane of my existence. May I move the camera, please? Thank you. I kind of do want to leave an area for the sort of fairy stuff. Maybe I have that up here and I just pretend this house doesn't exist. I think that's a possibility. I don't know. I'll leave that there for now. Cinderella, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. Okay, it's too early to get frustrated. We're staying calm. And we're having the time of our lives. Okay, we can have 2 castles back here, potentially. That one and this one. It would be nice for them to be neighbors, wouldn't it? Although that kind of makes more sense to be built into this area back here. Is what, Kitty? I 100% already forgot what I said. Wait, I already used this house. Slay! Oh my gosh, I forgot. I don't even need to use this here. Wow. Okay, we've been blessed. I already used that literally in the Frosted Heights. It's at the top of the stairs. I just forgot that I built that whole area. Okay. We can put this one over here and give it some space. I do really like this. Actually, do I want to put Merlin's house by this house? Why do I feel like they would kind of look good together? They both have that like white and gold and magic kind of moment. And by Merlin's house, I of course mean the Dreamlight Library. Oh. You usually can't decide which place to decorate, so you're using this as inspiration to decorate your frozen area. Oh, amazing. Here's the thing, these do look cute together. The problem that I have is the rock color and mostly the green foliage that has no snow. So do I move those up here so it makes more sense that some of that doesn't have snow, and move this down there? I kind of like that being there though. This planning stage I feel does take the longest for me usually when I'm decorating. Oh, is it too early to get frustrated? Yeah, I'd say so. I would say so. Is it going to prevent me from doing so? We'll see, but I do think it is too early. What are the bushes we have? Because I can leave it here if I can cover it. Does anybody else have the aversion to mixing? I don't even know how I would explain this. It's like mixing landscape things in a way that doesn't make sense. Like if you're in a snowy area, you don't like having a lot of foliage that's not snowy and such and such. The other option is to move this here. You can't relate. I wish that were my experience. I don't know why I'm like this. It just, I don't know. If I see a snowy area and then all of a sudden it's a lot of green foliage that like looks like it's freshly in bloom in spring, it makes me like, I don't know. I find it quite difficult to not deal with because it's not hurting me. There's just a little bit of a mental hurdle that I can't quite get over to actually proceed to decorate in that way. Or I give Anna, I think I'm doing this. I think I'm moving fairy stuff. Well, it's not fully fairy, but a little bit fairy stuff over there. I think I'm going to try to move this castle up here, if I can get up here. Yes. This is just going away. We're not dealing with that house right now. And then we'll move Merlin's up here too. And I think I'll hate it a little bit less in an area that has snow and grass. That's the plan. That's the plan. It looks out of place. Yeah, that's how I feel. It like looks out of place. And I do feel like people can make it work because I've seen many builds where people do that kind of thing. And I don't think it looks bad, but it's just something in me that can't quite bring myself to do that. Okay. This is going to be something like this. Tiny little spot for the castle. Moment for the Frost and Fairies star path. with like all of these shenanigans. We'll do like a little outdoor area for the piano. Why not? Crafting table. It still makes me so sad that they gave us this green stuff with the snow mesh. Why would you do that to me? Why'd you do that to me? Probably not the buzz and woody stuff, but probably this stuff and probably a couple of the blue crystals. Not from this. Oh. The entire map frustrates you. You don't know what to do with with all the space, and the map is finicky to navigate. Yeah. Maybe some of these. I'm not sure though. We'll figure it out. Maybe not. They don't really go, but okay. Castle there. Then across here, we'll figure something out for this. I'm probably going to decorate the other area right now, not this one, because I'm not really feeling in a Christmassy decorating mood. And I do feel like a good chunk of this is going to be Christmassy. You officially caught up on all the Dreamlight Valley streams. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. Thank you for watching them. That's so many hours of content. I think I have like, you know, let me not even guess. I did see the number of videos that I had recently and I was aghast. I won't say I was appalled, but I was aghast. Maybe plop that in the corner over there. We have a big ski chalet, maybe in front of the water. And a little Christmas town tucked over here. It was the new hedges with the lights on top. Wait, what was the new hedges with the lights on top? Oh, wait, remember in the top submission, we were trying to figure out what the little glowing gold things were. It was the hedges with the lights on top. Wait, what are those called? This? No, those don't have lights on the top. Those don't have lights on top. Was there pearl clutching? At the amount of hours that I've spent streaming, a little bit. Not like bad pearl clutching, just like how has that happened? I'll have 3.5 nearly years gone by so fast. Almost like a dream. I'll have this set up over here. Kind of like we did for the dream snap. You can have a little path moment through. I thought we had another Christmassy house. Am I missing something? Anyone remember? Let me just confirm that this was not a fever dream. I feel like this exists. This also is going to lead us very wonderfully into a topic of conversation that of course. Anyone remember the song Tell Me a Story, parentheses, about the night before by Hilary Duff and Lil Romeo? It's a Christmas song. What a time to be alive. Not sure why that popped into my head. What a time indeed. That also reminds me of the fact that Hilary Duff is really in her comeback era. I mean, she's been doing things the whole time, but I know she has an album coming out this year. She's dropped a couple of singles, one of which I heard and really enjoyed, one of which I did not hear. She's also been bringing back the dancing. I think she had a concert that I saw a couple shorts from or something. I'm really here for this. I'm more here for the Hilary Duff comeback than I am for the 2016 comeback that's currently happening. That one I feel like can go away. Any other Christmassy houses? I know we have the Haunted Mansion. I don't want that. Maybe I was just thinking of this house. Yeah, I think I was just thinking of that house. She did the dance and you were living. Listen, I love the dance. She did the arm windmill. We love that dance. She did the with love dance. We love that dance. I loved that era of Hilary Duff. She was brunette. She dropped a banger of an album. The fashion was the depths of like the late 2000s atrocious outfits. Like, I don't know if anyone even felt they actually looked good at the time. Like, it was that level of, I don't know. I feel like I a little bit can't remember, but I feel like also anytime someone was wearing something back then, it's like they do look ridiculous. Like, we could all acknowledge that everyone looked ridiculous in whatever they were wearing because that was just the type of time we were on with clothes. Okay. What would I like to do for the path here? I kind of want to use something like this over here. But I also need to find something that's going to look good with the house. Yeah, Renee, I think I was thinking of just the house that I have over by the ski chalet. I feel so fancy anytime I say chalet. Okay. We have, of course, the snowy brick path. Feels right. I also have this. This is just so difficult to work with for seemingly no reason. Makes me upset. That kind of looks cute, but you got it down to a T. You and your partner randomly do it at least once a week. I love that for you so much. The amount of random dances that I know from, I don't know, around about that period of time is potentially concerning. I love to break out into the Work This Out dance from High School Musical 2. I feel like that's kind of a great one. Another one I really enjoy is the dance that Chanel and Galleria do in the first Cheetah Girls movie when they're posted up outside of this shop and they're like watching a music video on a TV through the window. I don't know how to explain this any better than this, but if y'all know the Cheetah Girls, you will know what I'm talking about. And they do like a cute little moment and people are on the street just watching them, even though I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be New York and I can guarantee no one would care. They would not be watching, they would not be clapping, they would not be cheering, but in this Disney Channel movie, of course they are. Oh my goodness. I need to watch the Cheetah Girls again. It's been a minute. Why would that be going off like that? It wouldn't. Do I care? I'm not sure yet. I'm not certain. I'm not certain. It's the dresses and skirts over jeans for you. Ah, the dresses over jeans. What a time. What a time. What a time. I feel like it's like the headscarves and fedoras for me. the 10 million bangles and belts. Like, there's so much to choose from, actually. How can I pick just one thing? Okay. Thanks for hanging out, Isabel. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I feel this looks a mess, but let's see. Oh, also I'm a little sniffly. I apologize. I'm not sick. It's just cold. It's just cold, and I felt the winter air all through my sinuses. I feel like this could potentially work, actually. If we make it work, you know? No one would care in New York. You'd just be like, please don't be in the way. Yeah. Oh my. What can we add to add a little something something? A little spice, a little sparkle, a little character. Love the path. You're a snow path, a truther. I wish they had just made this path in the format like of the regular paths, so we could draw it like we do the other ones. I feel like my life would be so much better. I feel like my skin would be clearer. I feel like my mental health would be better. I feel like all things would be dramatically improved if I could only draw this instead of having to work with the weird footprint and slot it together in a way that makes sense. Okay, let me pop this over here. The camera. She decided to whiz all the way around. I do not think that's even, but I don't know that I'm worried right now. You'll fix it later. All that from a path. Listen, I'm a simple girl. One fix and I'm good to go. The fix just happens to be this path that I have no control over. Okay. One of your favorite misconstrued notions about New York City peeps that everyone there is so rude, mean, you just are out minding your own business. No, I don't think that I mean, I do think I've seen the trope of like a mean New Yorker, but I feel like I always kind of interpreted it as like a, listen, I got places to be and people to see sort of thing, which I get. Move all of that and all of this. Okay. I wish we had like a beautiful icy archway. Back to Frozen. What do we have? What do we have? Gale Loft, of course. Actually, speaking of Gale Loft, I have a Hunger Games question for everybody. Are you a Katniss, a Peeta, or a Gale? Feel free to explain, but also no explanation necessary. Y'all might not like what I have to say. Listen, I feel like, unfortunately, I might be a Gale. I haven't thought about this in too much depth, but I think there's a non-zero chance that I might be a Gale. Or at least a little bit deep down. What do I want up here? Oh. Ah, actually, maybe I'll do that elsewhere, but we have the, yes, the icy river kit now. that I hadn't thought about. Anthony, you're a Peter. Love that. New Yorkers have a lot of trains and buses to catch. That's true. You're at the whims of public transportation. A fickle mistress. I get it. I've never lived in New York, but I have lived somewhere where I was fairly reliant on public transportation. If you have more than one bus to catch, you miss that first bus, you're done for. Okay, let me see. You think you're a PETA? I feel like I think people have made this before, but I haven't seen one. But I feel like I also there's a video essay somewhere inside me about the Katniss, the PETA, the Gale, TM. This is tricky. See, I do want to have access to this mining node. Nay, need to have access to this mining node probably. But at what cost? Could be worse. You could think you're a Gale. Okay, now I would like to say, in the concept of the story, I'm team anti-Gale. In the concept of a lot of things, I'm a little bit team anti-Gale, but also you can't have a world without Gales. The Gales have to exist. Actually, I'm lying. I'm not a Gale. I couldn't do it. I don't have the constitution for it. But I do recognize their necessity. I probably, unfortunately, am a little bit of a PETA. Not unfortunately, I love PETA. Let's see. Maybe we have entryway fountain. No, we might probably have to have entryway trees. We have exitway fountains, opposite entryway fountains. You're so excited for the new Hunger Games movie, but it's terrible we have to wait. It comes out in November? Is that right? I know it's this year. I think it's November, right? Here's the thing. I'm not sure if I'm excited about it. I'm not sure if I'm watching it. I don't think I'm watching this movie. I think it's gonna hurt my feelings too much. And I don't know if I need to do that to myself, you know? That's kind of how I'm feeling about it. Oh, wait. I used to use these all the time, and I feel like now I forget that they exist. So I'm gonna pop one of these over here so I remember to use them over there. I think it's November. I am also still like currently debating. Okay, so we've talked about the book We Were Liars before. I'm a big fan. I know some people are haters. It's fine. You either get it or you don't. I love We Were Liars, the book. I have not seen the show that came out, I believe, in 2024. Because the actor who plays one of the characters, Johnny, is the actor playing young Haymitch in the new Hunger Games movie. And I've not seen him in anything before to my knowledge. And I kind of enjoy seeing characters that I know portrayed by actors that I don't know, because that way I feel like I can look at it and be like, oh yes, this is just the character. This is not like this actor that I have preconceived opinions about. So I'm kind of trying to hold off because I think I care more about my perception of Haymitch in this movie than I do about my perception of Johnny and We Were Liars. But I do still really want to watch it. But because I'm trying to figure out whether I'm actually putting myself through the pain of watching Sunrise on the Reaping, We Were Liars has been a little bit creeping into my thoughts. Like, you know, you could watch it, girl. You know, you could watch it. The other thing I've been thinking about watching, Paper Towns, the John Green book movie starring Nat Wolff and Cara Delevingne. Don't know why I've been wanting to watch that. I saw it in theaters because I used to love Paper Towns the book, which is probably one of the most me-coded things ever. I feel like that's maybe the least surprising thing I will ever reveal about myself, that an adolescent me loved the book Paper Towns by John Green. But I don't remember a single thing about the movie. You know what? Now would be a pretty great time for The Fence if I had it. So it would be pretty here. It would be weird to have this not covered in any snow. What was the foliage we got from that winter kit? Can I sort this by newest? We got these trees. We got this winter holiday hedge. For winter foliage, there's a surprising lack of snow on any of this. And this is giant, of course. It's too big for me to use. It throws off the, I don't know, feel of things. I could use these. Yeah, by way of flowers. Can we start a petition to have Gameloft give us flower rectangles and flower discs again? Because what I wouldn't give for some with the crocuses and the flowers from this map. Okay, what I'm going to do right now is actually drop a crafting table and see what the recipes from here are like, because I'm pretty sure I haven't crafted anything. I want to see if there's anything that would look good. I know this Arendelle house is not really in the style of this DLC, but there might be some snowy stuff that might work. Hi, Mia. Hello. Has anyone seen Heated Rivalry? I've watched the first episode and a half of Heated Rivalry. I think the last time I talked to you all about Heated Rivalry, I'd seen the first 20 minutes of the first episode. And in that 20 minutes, I saw a whole lot. In the first episode and a half or so, I've seen a smidge more, but not as much more as you would think, statistically speaking, considering it's like 5 times 20 minutes. Maybe not actually quite that long, but still. But it's okay. I find it okay so far. What can I say about it? I feel like, how do I explain this? I feel like I've seen a lot of thumbnails of people reacting to Heated Rivalry and sobbing, and at this current point in my experience with it, I don't see how that comes to pass. Also, can I, never mind. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. The relationship is not giving deep to me at the moment, but I feel like that's also maybe just not the place where we're meant to be yet. So that's not necessarily a ding against the show. You disliked Paper Town so much as a preteen that it took you a year to read because you refused to DNF. Oh no. I'm pretty sure Paper Towns, the gist of it is it's about this guy who has like a crush on this girl. All of John Green's books are about a guy that has a crush on a girl. Anyway, a guy who has a crush on this girl, and one day she just like legit disappears. And they're like, oh my gosh, what happened to this girl? Like they're trying to solve the mystery, and there are like clues, and they like have to figure out like, I don't know. It's very it's very like Manic Pixie Dream Girl, very like teenage boy discovering things, very like, didn't you know she's not just something for you to look at, she's like actually a person? Like I don't know, like how could you not know that she had things going on that you didn't know about? That's the vibe. It's pretty much Looking for Alaska reskinned. Yeah, she was enigmatic. She was eccentric. She's not like other girls. They're never like other girls. What are you missing about critters collecting bonus flowers? Do they only collect fresh spawns? Because you'd be getting nothing from them. Wait, what do you mean? I don't use the critters to collect bonus flowers, so I'm not actually sure. What I would assume was if you pick some flowers, they'll drop extras every now and then. But that's purely an assumption. I think I want some blue lights behind the castle to give it a little va-va-voom, you know? Apply filters, lights. Oh, I'm gonna need to craft some more. They won't pick up flowers or drop extras. I have not tested it, so I do believe you. I just have not tested it myself. You're very much hooked on the pit. I really want to watch, well, really is a little bit dramatic. I do want to watch the pit because, well, I used to work in healthcare, and I feel like I will find a lot of interesting things in the pit. However, okay, my partner has decided he doesn't want to watch it because he, quote, doesn't like medical dramas. When asked which medical dramas he's seen before, the answer was a couple episodes of Grey's Anatomy, which I feel like isn't enough to decide that you don't like an entire genre of shows, but nevertheless, this is where we are, and we're not watching the pit. And I don't usually like watching shows by myself. Sometimes I will, but it has to be like a specific type of show. I like the blue light behind there. Let me craft some more. Sure, make 20. I will have to hide that from the other side with a tree or something, which I will do. Do I want to add some purple lights to spice it up a little bit? I'm gonna leave it nighttime for a minute while I'm just playing around with lights, but eventually I'll change it back. Or pink. They won't pick up flowers you have handled, only new spawns. Okay, that kind of makes sense. It's not the way it works with other things in the game, but I guess it makes sense. Why is there no light from these pretty much? You can't wait for Benedict's season on Bridgerton. Is that in March? I think I saw a thumbnail for a trailer for the season. but I can't remember when it's coming out. I think I do have access to Netflix again, but am I going to watch Penelope season? Probably not. You can't make me. Could I cover these? Maybe. Why is the footprint on this so atrocious? Dear, dear Gale Loft, please let us sell dream shards and night shards. Just craft them into purified night shards and gift them to villagers to level them up. You believe it comes out this upcoming week? Oh my goodness, I had no idea. I legitimately thought it was like March. This month. The Penelope distaste is wild. Kitty. What was it that Slay Kerry Washington said in the Knives Out movie? My distaste, well, I don't know. This is a bad example of it, but listen. There are so many things I dislike about Penelope. Each one is but a psalm in the Bible of my bitterness towards her. I love Kerry Washington. I also kind of want to rewatch Scandal and actually finish it, but I also just don't really want to deal with it. Anyone realize, I know this is, everyone probably knows this. If you know Scandal, you probably know this, but I did blow my sister's mind when I told her that President Fitz, the actor that plays President Fitz, is the voice of Tarzan in, you know, the Disney Tarzan. Scandal is iconic. Scandal was good, but Olivia was such a little gaslighter. Like, it makes it really challenging for me to watch, because on the one hand, I'm like, go girl slay. But on the other hand, I'm like, okay, but like someone's calling you out for like very reasonable things and like drawing inferences like based on what you're doing and actually coming to a correct conclusion and asking you if it's right or not. And you're calling them like a flop in 4K. Like, I don't know if I can get behind you on all of this. He is, Maggie. He is indeed Tarzan, the Tarzan. Do we root for her or not? Exactly. It's very much like How to Get Away with Murder. We love a morally gray woman specifically and not men. Who were like, okay, you're really great, but also, are you like, there, like, we got to talk about some of these things at some point, but also, yes. You had no idea he was Tarzan? Well, yes. You wish they'd give us another Queen Charlotte season? Queen Charlotte was the best Bridgerton. I feel like that's not an unpopular opinion. Mostly because it's the correct opinion. Although I feel like people will mostly say probably season 2 was the best. I don't know if it's the B. I don't know if it's the fact that I feel bad for the opera singer. There's something about season 2 of Bridgerton that I'm just like, I don't dislike it by any means, but I don't think it's as supreme as some people claim. Men ill. It's not men that are ill. It's morally gray men, specifically in fiction written by women that are ill, in my humble opinion. Lady Danbury raid. Oh my goodness. Welcome in. Thank you so much. How are you doing today? Were you streaming? How was stream? You stand Penelope. Kitty, I will never understand it. But, you know, Here's the thing. Penelope is, I'm not going to go on too much of a rant. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. But I will just say Penelope is all of the negative connotations of girl boss, gatekeep, gaslight. Like, she really truly is. All the negative ways and none of the slay ways, in my humble opinion. You were decorating in Dreamlight Valley as well, interiors. Ooh, how did that go? I think we might actually be able to bring in the multicolored bushes and make it work, especially with the purple lights. Oh, also, oh my goodness. I strongly recommend, if anybody's looking for a game to play and you like puzzle games or yeah, mostly puzzle games or like mystery games, oh my gosh, you gotta play Blueprints. I've been playing it with my partner and it is so stinking good. We just kind of are approaching maybe being able to finish the kind of main mystery thing. It's so good. I'm having such a blast. The decorating videos help give you ideas. You're not the best decorator. Listen. Decorating, I think, is all about trial and error. It's about accepting the flop builds and working towards more bot builds than flop builds. And sometimes it's a challenge. I feel like decorating for me also kind of goes in phases. Like sometimes I feel like I'm really doing the thing, making beautiful builds, having fun. Sometimes I just don't want to even think about it. Nothing is going my way. Everything is looking bad. It truly just depends. I kind of like this asymmetrical moment we got going on. It is a little bit forced because this castle is asymmetrical and therefore the path and everything else is. But I think I like these bush clusters doing different things. Worked on the Enchanted Forest house and it was an experience. Vibes, no plan. That's what I'm doing today. I do sometimes try to have at least a loose plan. Today it was nothing. I was like, we're probably going to decorate in the snowy area of the Wishblossom Mountains, but beyond that, who knows what's happening. And so far, I mean, we've been here an hour and this is what we've done, but no. Let's not belittle what we've done. We've determined kind of what we're putting where in the snowy areas and also up in the Delverdale. And we also started this and we've been talking and having fun. There are different types of successes, you know? Blueprints is fun. It's fun. It's not actually a multiplayer game. It's like a single player game, but my partner and I are playing together because he's a little bit less of like a puzzles person, although he's actually like really smart. He's been figuring out some things pretty quickly that I was like, dude, that's impressive. I don't know. It's cool doing puzzle things with people whose brains work in different ways, because sometimes you get to the same answer in completely different ways. And sometimes one person just like understands what's going on and the other person is totally clueless. It's been a lot of fun. Does she have some negative qualities? Yes, but so do all the other characters. You enjoy the complexity of a character that makes you love them, but also go grr. Anyway, Heavy on the trial and error for decorating, yes, and trusting the process, of course. Am I looking forward to season 4 of Bridgerton? I haven't watched season 3, but I think I'm just gonna skip season 3 and start up on season 4 and be happy and joyful. I'm hoping and also convinced that it must be so, that the season of the show is going to be better than the technically third book, but what would be the book associated with this season. That was a very confusing way to say that Benedict's book is number 3 in the series, not number 4. Colin and Penelope's book is number 4, not number 3, like the show does it. And I was not a big fan of the Benedict book, but I'm hopeful that the show will do it better. That being said, I've been burned before. I thought the bee was going to be not a thing in season 2, and unfortunately the bee was still large and in charge. We've been kikiing for sure. We have indeed been kikiing. I use this tree. I do like when things feel kind of lush and full. I'm not going to be able to get to that mining node. Ooh, I'll think about it. That's not a problem for right at this moment. Princess Goldfur, hello, welcome in. You feel shamed? About what? You can like who you like, girl. I don't think less of you for liking Penelope. I just personally think I could never be convinced to do such a thing. No worries, Lady Danbury. Thank you for bringing your community over. And I hope you have a lovely lurk. Am I streaming this game on TikTok too? No, I technically have a TikTok. I think there's nothing on there right now if I've done something right. Something right being deleting the 2 TikToks that I had at one point. Maybe at some point we'll stream on TikTok. We'll see how it goes. I need something here. I've been enjoying when I've been seeing thumbnails of people's builds where they do fun things with path designs. I don't know if that's my specific bag with decorating, but I do like when people do that. TikTok, here we come. I don't know about all that. Maybe at some point. Oh, I shouldn't have rotated that way because now that's... Oh. That's not bad. See how this looks. If we like it, we like it. If we hate it, we change it, you know? What that's mad about. That? I could scoot it in a little bit more. It might look kind of cute, but I don't know. Take that way. I don't know. TikTok is a platform you've abstained from since its inception. I do think there are some really fun things that happen on TikTok. I usually, no, always. I would say I always hear about them secondhand, whether it's from one of my sisters or a creator that I watch, because I personally don't ever just browse on TikTok. I don't think I'm built for super short form content that you scroll through. I feel like the swiping through shorts feels anxiety inducing to me. Something about not being able to settle into a piece of content or something. It's like overstimulating almost. I'm not a big fan. I don't know. Do we think there's something here, or do we think it's a lost cause with the little like pebbly thing? Cute. Let's see. Let me craft some more. Ooh, we're getting another raid. A Mr. Star and Sky raid. Welcome in, welcome in. I never know how much time it takes for people to trickle in after I get the notification, because sometimes YouTube notifies me way early and sometimes it's way late. But welcome, welcome. Kitty, thank you for sharing that link. Anyone hanging out with me, if you like decorating, if you like dream snaps, if you like Dreamlight Valley at all, definitely check out Mr. Star and Sky. Lots of fabulous Dreamlight Valley content. Indy, welcome in. What were y'all up to today? What was stream about? We are currently decorating in the Wishblossom Mountains. Right now we're in, I forget what this area is called. It's one of the snowy places. We're in one of the snowy places. And I've got the Anna and Kristoff castle moment going on. It's going okay. Hi, decorating's going all right. We're here in this spot. I was planning out a little bit all of the kind of wintry houses that I want to have in these three sort of areas. And we're gonna actually make use of the Frost and Fairies stuff, which I've never actually used in a build. I don't think this collection of items from that star path in this house, but right now we're just working on this moment over here for Anna and Kristoff's house. Looks really good. Thank you. What were you up to today? Also, if anybody needs to raid and run, I totally understand. Take care of yourselves. Make a snack. Take a nap. Do something to stay warm. Hot cocoa sounds really good right now. Actually, I might make some after stream. Just questing. Gotta run. No worries. Thank you for bringing your community over. I appreciate it. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I think I don't hate this. These zircon tiles. I forgot how many resources they take to make, though. That's a little less than ideal. Try to bring them all the way, like, around here. See? Some of the tiling of them, like the spacing, is a little weird. But that's fine. When you hit the button to go to your Dreamlight duties, it takes you to the memories. Is that happening for anyone else? Are you pressing? Well, I don't know what kind of controller you're playing on. I think the main button to go to the menu just takes you to whatever the last menu that you were in was. I'm not sure how much that sentence made sense, but the main button I used for the menu on keyboard is U. And I believe it will just kind of take you to whichever menu you were last in. Maybe they changed it. Maybe that's not true. No, it's bringing me to Dreamlight duties. I'm not sure, Shayla. Chaz, hello, welcome in. Okay, let's see. Looking pretty good. I don't know what else I want to add. You see how it's looking at night. I never even play at night, so I don't know why this matters to me, but pretty cute. We lose some of the blue in the back, but I don't think that bothers me that much. We have like 2 windows up here that are putting out purple light. Everything else is blue. That's very interesting. Okay. I think maybe we move this fountain. What do we have in the way of... We have this, but this is too, like... I don't know, Christmassy almost. I don't think I want to use that. I wish we had more archways, though, kind of like this. Pink or pastel pink garden. Hello, hello. How are you doing? Welcome in. Okay, that's not gonna work. This, I think, is kind of the same thing. Too many lights, too festive, too, like, park parade-y, which is not a bad vibe. It's just not the vibe for here. We could do... I think we have frost and fairy lights. That's specifically what I'm looking for right now. Did I make that up? No, these ones. How close can I put you? There? Not bad. Did you have a question, Princess Goldfur? I need something with height. Something with height. Blue would be nice, but not necessary. Need to pop these over here. So I feel like they would look good with that. Have the castle walls, but those would be silly, not connected to anything. Ooh, winter carnival banners. I wonder if we can do something with that. Sense of self lamp. else? What else? Snowflakes. Ornaments. Oh, I wish this was bigger and also not broken. Actually, I do kind of like the small one, but I do wish we had a bigger one. That would be kind of perfect. I know this is something that's never going to happen, but imagine if we could resize items. That would be absolutely game changing. Princess Goldfur, I don't think I did. Sometimes if someone says something in chat that like I don't really know about, like I don't really know anything about Twitch, or not Twitch, about TikTok, so I don't really have any opinion or like any context or vantage point on that. These, I'm gonna pop over here too. Yeah, like I don't really know. I mean, I would imagine it could be something based on actually the creator though, because like from what I do know on Twitch and YouTube, you can have auto modding in your stream where if you don't have mods, or even if you do have mods, but you're still just trying to filter out anything that could be inappropriate, the platform will kind of pick out certain things and hide them, or like links or stuff like that. So it could have been something like that, but I don't really know for TikTok what that's like. Let's see. Swap these around. I don't necessarily hate the idea of using these here. Wait, what? Okay, that was just a glitch, I think, but it like popped on top of the thing, unless I just imagined that. You know what? I probably imagined it. We're gonna let it go. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Maybe I don't even need these lights, actually. Remove! What are the winter banners from? Good question. Let me tell you. Give me a minute. I have to look it up on the wiki because I don't remember. Winter Carnival banner? It's from Cogsworth's level 4 friendship quest, allegedly. Once collected from the quest, you can get more of them from Scrooge's catalog. Okay. I do like those better than the lights. They're a little bit higher. They have some more visual interest in there. I feel like I need a snow person, not the creepy new one, but one of the old ones. It's cuter. A haughty snowman, perhaps. Maybe we set up a little whole snow family. I think perhaps we don't need this fountain here. I do want to be able to get through there to get to the fish. Arr. No, my tree. My sweet little tree. Go there, but that's not helpful. You can go there. That's a little bit helpful. Okay. Already have 20 quests to do. Listen. Do some quests. Experience the magic. Listen, the haughty snowman does unfortunately remind me yet again of blueprints, because some people, I know this person is fictional, and yet I stand by what I'm about to say. Some people have too much money, because what do you mean our great uncle in blueprints built like this whole like series of like this house that has all these like, okay, a house with 46 rooms at all? Too extravagant, in my humble opinion. A house with 46 rooms and like, well, 45 rooms and a secret room? Unnecessary. If you got a weird basement, why? If you got like tunnels and secret passageways, why? You know? Some people have too much money. Your brain heard it as haughty? Oh my goodness. No, not an H-O-T-T-I-E haughty. Haughty isn't a personality trait. Although H-O-T-T-I-E haughty is consistent with, of course, Marcus from Detroit Become Human. Marcus from Detroit Become Human. My goodness. I think also, by the way, I need to get a new capture card before we play Detroit again. Unfortunately, because I love Detroit, but I can't deal with the sound lag. It's too much. It's too much. Smitten, we love Marcus. I feel like not enough people who talk about Detroit appreciate Marcus as much as they should. Not just for being, of course, attractive, but also just amazing. Nah, it's all right, Kitty. I think you might have sent it to me before anyway, way back in the day. I want something here, like on the ground, but I don't know what I want that to be. Do we want a little bit of beach grass peeking up through the winter snow? It doesn't make sense, but maybe. Can I fit it? Not really. Poison, hello, hello. How are you? No, that's the tall one. That's the one that we don't want right now, but we usually want. Wow. Spring is sprunging. But can we have some Connor appreciation also? Listen, we love Connor. We love all of them. But Connor is the people's princess. Everyone loves Connor. Connor doesn't need my excess adoration. You know who does? Marcus. Okay. Why do I have the bubble thing in my hands? None of my business. This? I think it's fine. It's cute. It's cute. Over this way. I was about to say. Anyway. I feel like I've lived a lot of places and I don't often pick up the way that people speak there. as my own inherent way of talking, but every now and then I'll find myself saying a phrase in a way that's really reminiscent of some place that I used to live or something, and I'm like, why was I about to say that? I don't live there anymore. I haven't lived there in ages, and even when I did, I wouldn't ever say that way. Okay. Ooh. Well. Oh, maybe we put a bench by the water, actually. One of the frozen ones. I feel like the more that I look at these, the less I like them, potentially. That's not what we're here for, though. We're here for an ice-glazed couch. Of course. Maybe that's a little fancy to be by the water. I don't know. Is it? Remains to be seen. I think probably. It's the high triangle back for me that's giving a bit ostentatious. Also, thank you for 50 likes on the YouTube stream. If you haven't liked yet, please do. Helps my channel out, keeps in bunches. Christoph, how do you like your new digs?
You are a sight for sore eyes.
Oh, I know. I know. A couple months ago, I watched a video a creator made on the show Trading Spaces. I don't know if anyone watched that show. I did definitely catch that show sometimes on TV way back when I was like a young tot, a little tinker tot. It was something. First off, let me just say, I have a neighbor who's not very lovely, but I do have a different neighbor who's quite lovely. Ain't no way I'm putting them in charge of renovating my house. That's just simply not happening. I don't think I trust someone I barely know to know what is and is not to my taste, even if I explain it to them. Ugh, I did it all wrong. There. Neighbor tea. This is not new neighbor tea. We've talked about this before. It's just, I live in between a rock and a hard place. The rock is our community fitness center. The hard place is our upstairs neighbors. And there's just incessant sound from both
how nice you are to
things, to an unfortunate extent, to be honest. Give me 1 second. All right, sorry about that. What was I saying? Complaining. There's no need. Everything's fine. We're decorating in Dreamlight Valley and all is well in this moment. Okay. Another bush. This is a little... I don't like this. There's something I don't like about it, and I can't quite put my finger on it. Actually, you know what I think it is? I think it's the shape of this cutout of path and the fact that that's weird. And I could kind of put a bush, maybe, to separate that out a little bit. And maybe hope and pray and dream and wish that I can put another one back here. Ah, I had it. It's a little large though. A for effort, F for execution. We try one of the more rugged bushes, one of the rustic bushes, an unfiltered bush. I think this fountain might just be the problem, actually. The fountain's not the problem, I just don't know. That's not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. I'm glad you're relieved, Kristoff. I think actually I'm gonna put this over here. This palace is the snow G's. Can I get back here? Yeah. Okay. If I wanted to, I could not get back there, but I think I can on the other side. Which is important to me. I can. Okay. Might not be the smoothest, but it's actually not too bad. I know you can see that light behind that pillar, which I do a little bit hate, but I don't think that there's much that I can do about that right now.
Could use a few more sleds around here.
I don't know what to tell you, Kristoff. Take it up with management. I mean, I am management, but right now I have bigger concerns. I don't think I mind her. Kind of cute, subtle, subdued. You've been lurking, but this looks so good. Thank you. I sometimes find castle areas hard to decorate if I'm not doing something that's very like geometric and fancy, but I think that works. I mean, fancy is a generous term for what I mean, but considering I usually decorate things in a way that doesn't have too much rhyme or reason to it, I feel like the castles tend to be more fancy. Kind of like the one that I have, the Corona Castle over in the Forest of Valor. It's got like a very rectangular kind of courtyard moment. If I don't have something like that, I'm like, what am I doing?
It's pretty great how nice you are to everyone.
Kind of want this gazebo at the entrance. These are gazebos! That I think is mostly even. Okay, and if I drew a path, yes, and I could scoot it back a little bit. Speaking of these are gazebos and It Chapter 1. I haven't watched the last season of Stranger Things, but I heard that the streets are not too pleased with it. I think I heard that it was kind of an unsatisfying ending. Or just kind of like anticlimactic or something. Which is a bummer. Are they ever? It's that serious? I didn't know it was that serious. I feel like this is why sometimes I give up on shows like 2 seasons before they end. Because I'm like, if I don't watch the end, the ending can't disappoint me. I I do feel it's almost inevitable to be disappointed by the ending of something that has had so much hype surrounding it. Oh, you mean are people ever happy? Well, you know, sometimes. Oh, speaking of are people ever happy though, can we talk about, okay, two things. One, both Oscars related. I don't watch award shows. I don't even know how this information comes across my desk, but it does. Sinners was nominated for, I think, a record-breaking 16 Oscars. Snaps and claps for Sinners, very good. Strongly recommend that you watch it if you haven't. It's very good. The second thing, you know, it wasn't nominated for a record-breaking 16 Oscars and in fact was nominated for 0 Oscars. Wicked for Good. I would like to sit down and have a discussion with the Academy because I understand Wicked for Good was not everyone's cup of tea. The first time I watched it, I was like, you know, this was not as good as the first one. And yet, not a thing, no costumes, no hair and makeup, no supporting actress for Ariana Grande, who, mind you, showed up and showed out in that movie. Something isn't right here. No nominations. When I first read that, I said, surely they can't mean none. How is that possible? None. Anyway, that was my jump scare of the week. You thought it was super good, but maybe you're biased. I do feel like it struggled from the pitfalls of Act 2 of the musical that I anticipated that it would. Like, Act 2 of the musical is just kind of a little bit of a hot mess anyway, and I was like, the movie could fix it, but it would be quite difficult, and I don't think the movie was able to really fix it that much. Also, I feel like, I don't know if this is true, but it gave the energy of more green screen. And I think a lot of the charm of the first movie was the practical sets. I felt like there was a lot more like, we generated this on a computer in Wicked for Good. This tree really does not like me. What about that? Can I fit that there? No? Not even a little bit? Mm-mm. Oh my goodness. That would be odd considering they shot them at the same time, though. They did shoot them at the same time. I think it's more like the sets that it called for. Like, there was a lot more at the Emerald City, I feel like, that needed to be added in post. There was a lot of, like, Elphaba flying through various forests where, like, Cynthia was doing the stunts in a rig, but like you'd kind of have to fill in the forest around her kind of thing because she would be shooting in like a blue room for the stunts. This. I'm like determined to succeed. Yes, that is a Wicked reference. Specifically the song Popular. Anyway, are those trees facing the same exact way? Well, yes. Can we fix that? Yes. Okay, cute. You have a beautiful magical gazebo entrance. Oh, this I did not plan. This I did not plan for the well. What? I don't actually hate this default well texture for this area. And in fact, I think it's the best of a bad bunch. Not a bad bunch of wells necessarily, but a bad bunch of well fits for this area. And so I'm going to put it over here, I think. I don't think I'll hate arriving here. It's kind of the middle of the biome, so you could go over here if you needed to. Okay, okay. Hey, Kristoff, how's it going?
It's pretty great how nice you are to everyone.
Oh, thanks. I'm looking at paths, by the way, not Kristoff. I don't think I want to use this one, but I don't think I need to see the one without the border. Wait, how many of this do I have? Oh, 48. I thought that said 8. I was so shocked. Which path do we like? Snowy path? Eternity Isle path? Wishblossom Ranch path?